Hey everybody, this is Alex with GuitarForce.com. As you can see today we're going to take a look at Wake Up by Mad Season. This was another supported request by Danny, so thank you very much, man. I hope you like this lesson. Now, as usual, the tabs are going to be available at GuitarForce.com for free. Unfortunately, I don't have a backing track for this song. And as far as the sound, again, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. With the preset which is called Jimmy's Little Wing, and as usual going to post a picture on the screen for you to see the preset, the parameters of the amp, and while you're checking out the picture, this song is in standard tuning, and here is my low E for your tuning reference. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's start this lesson. Okay, so this song is pretty simple in terms of chord progression because all we have is just 4 chords that are being played throughout the whole song. Throughout the entire song is just 4 chords. And the chords here are the A minor, second chord is G major, third is D major, and fourth is C major. Okay, so the whole song is based around these 4 chords, and they just go on and on and on continuously. Now, Mike McCready is using these positions of the chords, like I showed you. So basically, it's just the 6-string root notes. So the A minor we have at the 5th position, G major at the 3rd, and for the D and C he goes to 10th and 8th positions accordingly. Now, when playing the chords, the whole idea here is, it's in dynamics. So when they play the softer parts, basically he plays cleaner guitar. When they go into more loud parts of the song, he's using an overdrive. Now, when he's playing the softer parts, the whole concept is he's just adding some little fills and also different notes when playing the basic chord, and primarily it happens when he's playing an A minor chord. Okay, and there's no point of me going through the whole song note by note because it's just different fills that he's using throughout the whole song, and they are repetitive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few variations that he does when when staying on A minor, for example, and also when going to D and C chords. So I'm just going to show you a few licks that you can use, and then you can mix them during, when you play the song. So this is kind of based on sort of Jimi Hendrix's style of playing, where you add little notes to the basic chord. So for example, if we're in A minor, the one note that he's using a lot is the adding the 9th, which is on the 1st fret of the 7th, on the 1st string of the 7th fret. Right, so you can hear that very often. Also, the whole concept here is in picking differently, applying different rhythmical figures to the chords when playing them. That means that you would, just create different rhythms, strumming or picking different notes of the chord, arpeggiating. When using this 9th, you can use it with the chord, just playing the chord, or you can do little pull-offs. Going to G chord, also you can pick it differently, kind of arpeggiate, play the bass note first. Then, just play the G string to D string. He uses this trick a lot. So let's take a look at some of the fills, little licks that he does when playing in A minor, because he stays on A minor for quite some time, and the whole thing is happening here, like I said. So one of the first licks, like I said, adding this ninth, also sliding into the D chord, again using different rhythmical figures, playing softer, louder, you know, depending on the song, on the part of the song where you are at. So another lick that he does, for example, when staying in A minor, he does this, it's a grace note, it's kind of quick hammer-on the G string from 5 to 7. This is the fourth interval in the key of A, so we have this. Also you can catch the B string at the same time, so you have, and then pull off to the back to the 5th fret. Right. Another variation that he does is doing the, like I said, you know, Jimi Hendrix's kind of style of Hammerons pull-offs. So on the G string again we have this quick hammer-on pull-off 5-7-5, and then on the D we have pull-off on the from 7 to 5. Okay, so he would play the chord something like this. Right, so would add the grace note on the G string, slide from 7 to the 5th, and then you are in G. Also another lick that he does sometimes is, we have the grace note on the G string from 5 to 7, and then we give it a little bend up to the 8th fret. And also, like I said, if you get that B string, you get this, it's kind of half of unison, the bend. All right. Now, when we go to D chord and C chords, again, he's using different variations here. One of them, like I said, we slide into the chord, but a lot of times he's also adding this note, which is again 9th, but now we're in major, so we have D major add 9. And the same applies to the C chord, so he would play. Okay, adding this 9th. A lot of times he would again pick, kind of arpeggiate the D chord and the C chord, so it would be something like this. So what I did here is I picked the 1st, 2nd, 3rd string when I'm in D. Then we go to C now, so I play a bass note of C chord, and then picking the highest strings in the same manner, okay? Alright, so it's again different variations, and also another thing that he does is when staying in C, he does the same kind of trick as with A minor, adding these Hammerons pull-offs, but he does it on the first string and the second string sometimes. So we have the C chord right here, and we have Hammeron pull-off with the pinky on the first string, and then pick the second and third string, all right? So it would be... Okay, so you add the Hammeron pull-off on the first string, sometimes on the second string, like that. Or sometimes you can use two Hammerons pull-offs on the first and second string. Now, if you notice, the grip that I'm using is sort of like Jimi Hendrix was using, which is the thumb around the neck like that. This allows me to use my pinky and my other fingers to make these Hammerons pull-offs. Okay. And a lot of times he's just using the standard grip, playing on the lower strings when going to D and C chords, okay? So, like I said, there are a lot of variations, these little fills, you can use them. A lot of times he just plays the straight chords, kind of arpeggiates them. Okay, so it's all about these dynamics and also adding these little fills, Hammerons pull-offs, adding some, add 9 chords, okay, and creating different rhythmical figures while playing the chords. Another lick that he does when playing in A minor, sorry. This one, it's a slide on the G string from 7 to 9 and then picking the high E string at the 8th fret. It's a interval, 6th interval in the key of A minor. Alright, so basically that's the whole idea of this song, and like I said, when they play louder parts of the song, Mike is using an overdrive, and of course, you know, the primarily accent here is on playing just straight chords, you know, concentrating on just the chords to create this bigger sound. But still he adds a little bit of Hammerons pull-offs here and there as well. Alright, so that's basically the whole concept of this song. So now we come up to the solo part, and we're going to break it down lick by lick. So here it goes. Alright, so before we dive into the solo, I just want to say that the whole solo is based on A minor pentatonic in 2 positions. And also, I would like to mention that Mike was using different effects throughout the whole song, and also using wah pedal on the solo when playing solo. But for the sake of this lesson, so you can hear the notes better, I'm not going to be using any of the effects. But obviously when you are playing the solo, you can use the wah pedal as well. Alright, so the solo part, we're going to break it down into licks, and the first one goes like this. So let's break down this part. So we start with the bend on the 8th fret of the B string, on the B string. Bend up, add some vibrato and hold on to it. Then we have, which is 5 on the high E, going to 8 to 5 on B, 7 on G, back to 5 on B, to 8, and we bend it one more time. So we have this. Then the next part of the lick. So after the bend, we have again 5 on high E, 8 to 5 on B, 7 on G, 5 on B, back to G string on the 7th fret and bend up. So we have this. After the bend, we bring it down, add some vibrato, then we go. So it's 5, 4 on the same string. Then we slide down to the 2nd fret, and then we have pick the 2nd fret one more time, and then we have a hammer-on pull-off 2, 4, 2. Okay, so the last part. Okay, so this is the first part, and then from here we go into this lick. Alright, so after the 2nd fret, after we stay here on the 2nd fret of the G string, we then slide to the 9th fret, pick the B string at the 8th fret 2 times, and then we have a grace note, which is a quick hammer-on from 8 to 10 on the B string as well. Add some vibrato, then we have. So we pick the 10th fret of the B string, then we go 8 on high E to 10 and bend it up. Bring it down, add some vibrato. And then we repeat the bend. So bend it up, bring it down again, adding vibrato. Alright, so far we have this. And then after that we go into the faster part of the solo, which goes like this. So basically there is some string noise, and we play kind of open B and G strings, and we go into this, which starts on the off beat. So we have, for 4 beats, right, it's a bend on the 1st string, 20th fret, and then we have a quick lick which goes like this. All right, one more time. Okay, so after this long bend on the 1st string, we have then again bend on the same string, same fret. We bring it down, pull off to 17, and then we have, it's a rake, dead strings B and G, and hitting that 17th fret of the high E string. Then we go on B 20 to 17. And then we have faster 20 to 17 again on the B string. So we have this. Okay, so after this, we then have the faster part, which goes again 20 to 17 on the B strings, 19 on G, back to 17 on B, and then we have another bend on the G string, 19th fret, okay? Then we release it down, pull off to 17. We have two grace notes on the G string from 17 to 19. And then we have another bend on the 19th fret of the G string, so we have this. And after the bend, we have another grace note 17 to 19. And we add this wide vibrato, and we pick that note a few times. Okay, with the added vibrato, so to create this more bigger sound. And then the next part. So we have this little lick, which is 17 to 19 on the G string. Bend up, bring it down, pull off to 17. Pick 19 of the D string and basically repeat it again. So we have this. Alright, and then after that we have, which is just a bend on the G string, 19th fret. Pick 17 on the B string, and we do it for 3 times. And then last bend is going to be on the 20th fret of the high E string. All right, so one more time, slower, goes like this. All right, so from here, from up here, we go down to the 5th position, back to A minor pentatonic right here, and we have a gradual bend and release on the G string, 7th fret, and then we have this quicker part which goes. So again we have 5 on the high E, 8 to 5 on the B. Then we have 7 on G, and then we go back 1 note, which is on the 5th fret of the B string, and then on the G we go 7, 5 to 7 on the D string. Okay, so we have this. And then we have a hammer-on pull-off 5 to 7, 5 on the G string. To the 4th fret and to the 2nd fret on the G string. All right, so one more time. The last part, slow. And of course, when playing these notes, just add some vibrato. All right. And basically that's the whole solo. Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Please visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video, and as always, let the force be with you.